all friends and supporters of Music Niagara. Today, January 27th, we are celebrating Mozart's 265th birthday. Just last year, we celebrated Beethoven's 250th. Why does their music have such relevancy to us hundreds of years later? In my opinion, the human condition has not changed for hundreds and hundreds of years. We experience joy and sadness, frustration and fulfillment, torment and consolation the very same way as many generations before us did. How do we know this? The literature and music are telling us all about it. Mozart's music is seemingly simple, yet capable of striking at the very core of our emotional foundation. A child prodigy, true genius, capable of composing without errors and revisions, Mozart's works full of unexpected bumps and turns, just like life itself. It is surprising, argumentative, yet introspective, reflective, and very sincere. Mozart was devout Catholic. His music possesses tremendous emotional depth, intensity, seriousness, and humor. I admire that Mozart always remained a kid at heart and kept this very earthly sense of humor very close by. This is so evident in his composition of 12 variations on the tune of A vous diriger maman, composed at the age of 25 in Paris, better known to us as Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. I thought the words of this children's rhyme are very reflective on his character. Oh, shall I tell you, Mama, what is causing my torment? Daddy wants me to reason like a big person, but I say that candies are worth more than the reason. My dear friends, due to current situation, we had to postpone our planned streaming celebrating Mozart's birthday. But right now, today, I'm inviting you to enjoy our short preview presentation of the upcoming show to be performed later on, along with personal thoughts on Mozart from our participating musicians. When the current state of emergency is lifted, we will stream the entire program from the historical and beautiful Mount Carmel Monastery Chapel. Enjoy Mozart.
Hello and welcome. My name is Stanley Macasinas. I am a member of the Carmelite Order and a Roman Catholic priest, and I welcome you to my home, the Monastery of Mount Carmel, and to a shortened presentation by Music Niagara celebrating Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart's 265th birthday. I am delighted to welcome back Atis Bankas, and who has brought Music Niagara to Niagara-on-the-Lake and to the whole region for over 22 years. Atis and his wonderful musicians have filled the monastery chapel with music for many years for all of us to enjoy. When this pandemic is behind us, because we've all done our part to mitigate its impact, I hope to personally welcome you to my home. Mount Carmel has been my home for over 20 years in different periods of my life. As a university student in the 60s, as the prior of the monastery in the late 70s, as the director of the Spiritual Center beginning in 2006, and now enjoying retirement. My history has been very short in comparison to the monastery. Please allow me a few words about the Carmelites and about the monastery. Two Carmelites from Germany came to the New World in 1864 to minister to many German farmers who were here in search of a new life. The Carmelites desired to expand in the New World. The Archbishop of Toronto, John Lynch, welcomed us in 1875 and asked us to care for the Shrine Church of Our Lady of Peace. and he gave us the land on which the monastery stands. The numerous pilgrims came to the shrine, and so the Carmelites built a hospice and retreat center in 1894. Because there was an increase of vocations in the 20s, people wanting to study to become Carmelites and priests, the south wing and chapel were completed in 1926. The monastery became a seminary, and the degree-granting Mount Carmel College is the place from which I received my degree in 1967, a degree in philosophy and mathematics. That same year, in November 1967, a tragic fire destroyed the original hospice in the North Wing. A small seminary remained for a while until 1979, when the monastery returned to its first ministry, being a retreat house and spiritual center for people wishing to renew and deepen their faith. Historically, monasteries have been centers of faith, education, and culture. To promote culture, Mount Carmel has hosted Arts in the Midst, inviting artists to celebrate their creations, as well as music at Mount Carmel, another means of touching our hearts and our souls. Again, I welcome you to Mount Carmel and invite Atis Bankas and his fellow musicians to begin the program celebrating Mozart's 265th birthday.
One of my favorite things about Mozart is how much he loved the viola. He was a viola lover before viola loving was popular. He wrote a lot of really great repertoire for viola. There are viola quintets with 2 violas in them, just incredible writing for the instrument. Happy birthday, Mozart. I loved that I got to play this music with my fellow colleagues. It was such a joy to play chamber music. So thank you, Mozart, for bringing us together in that way. Bye.
I have to say, I'm an opera person. I love opera. My mother was a singer. My whole family are musicians, but we've all been involved from either as students playing in Spoleto in Italy. I've played in Pittsburgh Opera for many years, and I've been principal cellist this past year in the Detroit, Michigan Opera Theater. Opera means a lot, and Mozart is opera. Mozart is completely what it's about.
What wonderful music. I mentioned that the Carmelites began their history on Mount Carmel. Our roots are steeped in the traditions of the Holy Land. The shield of the Carmelite order has 3 stars of David on it to remind us of our roots. Today is also International Holocaust Remembrance Day. This day was established by the United Nations in 2005, the 60th anniversary of the liberation of the Nazi concentration camps, in which 6 million Jews lost their lives. Today is just not a commemoration of an historical event. It's a reminder to all of us that persecution of others of different faiths continue today. We see and hear these persecutions reported daily. Today is a day for us to reflect on our own prejudices and our own fears of the other, anyone different from ourselves. And we're called to liberate ourselves and others from the ever so subtle ways in which we look down upon people. Only then can we truly be liberated, truly free. To reflect on this event, we turn again to Mozart's music in the performance of Mozart's contemplative Adagio for violin, Köchel 261 in E major.
I remember as a young musician that Mozart represented to me a sense of achievement, a sense of accomplishment, a sense of I have made it. I remember playing my first Mozart piano concerto in my teens and thinking it was the greatest thing. And getting into the violin repertoire, sonatas and concerti as well. They're very technically challenging, and I think that with all of the technical challenges and also the intricate details that we're obsessing over about how to just create this music and make it elegant, make it beautiful, all while making it seem effortless, it's quite a task. And it perhaps overshadows some of the musical side of Mozart, but it's definitely the wit that threw me off guard. I didn't think that Mozart could be that funny. And it sent me on this exploration of how I could implement that, how I could highlight that in my recreations of his violin repertoire. And then Mozart became a completely different experience to me as a musician. It was less about dominating the technical challenges of the piece and more about finding those moments of wit and enjoying the different characters that Mozart brings to the table.
Mozart's music surmounts one of the greatest challenges of artistry. He sketches a life that is absolutely unattainable and unimaginable in reality, and he brings together two elements of completely opposing nature. So within short phrases, we see tragedy that becomes comedy, sensuality that becomes sacred, and all of this is brought together in such a playful manner that instead of creating chaos, all of this ends up and equates to some kind of a magical golden mean.